Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I had impressions done for... Bentley wants to say hi. Today I had impressions done for my upper permanent denture and my lower immediate denture. It was kind of rough today. I did gag. Well, at first, normally my dentist does my impressions, and I'm normally okay, but today the assistant did them, and I think she maybe put a little bit too much of the material in the first one, and she also walked away. Like, normally my dentist will stand right there, and she'll kind of like hold my head and the tray, and she'll kind of like hold it in place, and I don't know, it just kind of helps a little bit in a weird way. But the assistant walked away, so I was kind of just sitting there with the big tray in my mouth on the upper, and normally they take it out really quick, but I was waiting a little bit, and I kind of just got to the point I couldn't take it anymore, and I was thinking about it, and I just started gagging. And I don't like gagging. I hate it. It freaks me out. It makes me panic. So as soon as that started happening, I just ripped it right out of my mouth. And that's when she walked back in the room, and she's like, oh okay. You ripped it out. And then my dentist came back in, and she did the rest of the impressions, and I was fine. So sucked a little bit today, but it's done and over with, and I'm happy about that. But I just kind of wanted to share some tips for people that may be getting impressions done soon, or they're maybe worried or scared to have them done, because I know I was terrified in the beginning, and I still really don't like them at all. They suck. For me, it's the worst part of the whole process. But it's just something you have to do when you're getting dentures, or even when you're getting regular cosmetic work, like crowns, veneers. You have to get impressions done. A lot of people may remember having impressions done if you ever have had braces. They suck. But like I said, it's just something that you just have to do if you're getting dentures, unfortunately. But there are things that do help. Like my dentist, she gives me some of the topical numbing that you would get before you would get the numbing shots. She just puts a little bit on a Q-tip and gives it to me, and I pretty much just suck on it for a couple minutes and just keep it in my mouth, and it will like numb my tongue and the roof of my mouth and like my throat a little bit. That helps. I have also seen other people say to sprinkle a little bit of salt on the back of your tongue, and that stops gagging. Another thing I like to do is I like to tuck my thumb in and make a hard fist like that with both of my hands. It's one of your pressure points, I think, and it just, I guess, distracts your mind from what's going on in your mouth. Another thing that helps me personally is, normally they'll sit you like back when they put it in. I try to sit as forward as possible, and then when they put the upper in, I tilt my head down to my chest like this. That helps a lot, and you just want to breathe through your nose. Don't breathe through your mouth. Another thing I do is when they're putting the upper impression in, I kind of like put my tongue to the back of my throat and block it so that the putty stuff can't like run back down the back of my throat and gag me. So I kind of do this. I don't know if you could see, but I just kind of like block my throat with my tongue. And then what'll happen is when they put the impression in, yeah, Roscoe wants to say hi. When they put the impression in, my tongue will stick to the putty, but it dries pretty quick, and once it starts to dry, I can kind of like unstick my tongue. You don't really want to move it around because that could trigger your gag reflex as well. You just want to stay as still as possible. Some people wiggle their toes, move their legs around, shake their arms. I've even heard of somebody bringing ice packs with them and putting it on their chests to distract them. Play games on your phone. You can really try anything, you know, whatever works for you. But those are lots of tips and tricks that have helped a lot of people. You know, no matter what, the impressions are gonna suck. Some people don't mind them. Some people find them to be comforting or relaxing. But for most people, they do suck. And it's just unfortunately a part of the process, but we can only, you know, try to do things that may help or make that process a little bit easier. If you have any other tips or tricks or ideas, leave them in the comments below.